Hey everybody, it's Durger time. Welcome to the Wednesday Night War for TEW 2016. We are here after a fantastic episode of NXT Live. You all said it couldn't happen. Some of you even been plotting against me, but I did it. I had a good show. Damn it, we did it. Pretty good. NXT Live crowd was a lot of praise. Ended up having a B-, and we did it mostly with just our wrestlers, and we kind of cheated and took Ronda Rousey as well, but mostly the wrestlers we have on our roster. So it did very well. Very happy with it. And because of that, we don't have to do much. We can just continue on as we go. And I think we have this in the bag. I think we are going to smash AEW. We might have found the secret sauce. So let's go ahead and fast forward and see what happens here. All right. A lot of retirements, a lot of loans. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world here. Nothing pertains to us, though, at least as far as I can tell, that we had to worry about. Now, I'm kind of curious. Let's see if AEW made any moves in the meantime, though. It's always possible that they're doing something sneaky, but right now it doesn't look like it. Nothing recently, just an extension of Chuck Taylor. They can have him. It's fine. Don't need him. I got exactly what I need. Ray Ripley's contract ending. Should probably pick her back up. Here, just do a written. It's fine. Whatever. There you go. All right. Nothing else in there that we have to worry about. Fortunately, Jay White won't be able to work with us until tomorrow. It might be interesting to use him and utilize him. I probably just kind of picked him up just so no one else could have him, to be honest. But I do feel like our mid roster or mid card area is a little lacking in terms of skill set. But we could do some stuff with it. I'm not that concerned anymore like I used to be. Now, we do have a locker room incident. Probably nothing. Xavier Woods gave a spot-on impressions of some of his colleagues. No problem. 100% locker room. Looking good. Let's see what we can do here. Sure. Hey! More friendships are always good. We are going to be in the NXT Full Sail Arena. Let's go ahead and put that in. No. I don't know why it would not take that. Our capacity is 5,500. It is the one we want to do. There you go. All right, now we have to book it. Now, storyline-wise, we have a couple things going on still. We're still working on the Evil Canada story, which we have to end at some point. The Xavier Woods story, we kind of haven't done much in a bit. We kind of hinted at it with Zack Ryder. We might have to bring it back. Keith Lee, we still need to push to the moon, and obviously we're moving up a... we were originally giving him almost a Bray Wyatt push towards him, but right now we have him kind of just defending his championship. Probably had to do something else with the Revival as well. And then we have something for John Morrison. We don't... Oh, because Ricochet's gone, right? Well, we can end that, and we can add him to somewhere. So there's some options here. We might have to do some extra storylines on here, and just to make sure that we're always hitting the bases. Maybe we'll do something with John Morrison. All right, well, let's go ahead. Let's book it, see what we got, and hopefully destroy AEW. All right, guys, we are ready. We're running 2 minutes lighter, actually, only 118, but I think we got a lot going on. So let's go ahead and look at the show and see what exactly is going on. So we started off with the announcement that there'll be a triple threat main event for the number one contendership for the NXT title tonight, starring John Morrison, Xavier Woods, and Jay Lethal. Does well. Not much to say about it other than it did very well for us. Next up, we have Ronda Rousey teaming up with Shayna Baszler versus Mia Yim and Bianca Belair. The team of Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey get a pretty, not a quick win, but a pretty decent win. And it's actually considered a decent match. They defeat them with a submission. Ronda Rousey ends up submitting Bianca Belair with an armbar. Ronda is at 85. Everyone else is doing fine. She's kind of carrying the entire group. Afterwards, we have a very, very short match. Zack Sabre Jr. comes out and fights Tyler Breeze, and in 4 minutes, Tyler Breeze gets submitted. It's not bad, actually. It's extremely short, but it's pretty good. D is kind of where we're probably going to average here overall, with Zack at a 66 and Tyler Breeze at a 48. Following that, we have Matt Riddle coming out and cutting a promo. He goes off on Zack Sabre. He says that he thinks he's all sizzle and no steak, and that, he could be technical all he wants, but Matt Riddle was an MMA fighter and he knows how to really fight, that kind of thing. Got the crowd hotter. We actually lost some heat, though, with the storyline. I love that they're technicos, even though Matt is not, but I guess the former MMA thing in my head makes sense. Unfortunate, though, that we lost some heat there from that, but what are we going to do? We have The Fiend showing up to fight Johnny Gargano. Gargano has been trying to win back Dark Candice. Bray Wyatt defeats Gargano in 7 minutes by pinfall. Get another pretty quick match. It does great. Most of that has to do with Bray. And overall, not too bad. And finally, the final segment here from this does pretty well as well. Evil Candice basically comes out and picks up the defeated Gargano after Bray Wyatt attacked him. And then she looks like she's going to maybe come to her senses, but then attacks Gargano, kind of cementing that she's fully turned. Marty comes out afterwards and he makes an announcement. Says the Undisputed Era is over, that it's an old idea, it's died, and under his new leadership, they have officially become the Dishonored. And he calls out Adam Cole and Jay Lethal as traitors that could have joined, but chose their fates instead. It's all right. 47. Marty is a little lackluster here, and it kind of shows with what we got here. Wow, this actually is pretty good. It's not because of Steven Cutler, though, or Wesley Blake. It's a poor match, but the Lucha Brothers just got the momentum going, I guess. Lucha Brothers quickly defeat Forgotten Sons in 5 minutes. Phoenix defeated Wesley Blake by pinfall. How they were able to get a C-, I don't know, but they did it. Afterwards, the Revival, who are still the NXT Tag Champions, come out and square off against the Lucha Brothers and attack them, kind of trying to keep them in their place. We advance the Top Guys storyline. It's not bad. Actually, I was hoping for a little bit higher of a rating here. I'm getting a little concerned because we are straight at like 54 C-minuses, and that does not bode well for us going into the battle here with NXT for AEW. Undisputed Era fight the Boys, another squash match. It's decent wrestling, a little heat though. Actually, the Boys are doing pretty okay on their own. Undisputed Era defeat the Boys in 3 minutes with a quick moonsault. It's not too bad, not much to say about it. Bobby Fish is improving in performance, which is nice. Gets a 54 C-, which is pretty okay, but we need some B's now. This does not do as well as I was hoping for. Cole comes out and actually forms a new Undisputed Era with the Briscoe brothers and Dalton Castle, and they attack the ringside Dishonored group, trying kind of setting up a 8-man matchup as the new Undisputed Era face off against Dishonored. Actually loses heat here, unfortunately. We have Keith Lee, who continues his open strap match challenge for the North American Championship. James Storms comes out and accepts. We're looking a little bit better here, though we actually lose some heat for the storyline for Keith Lee. The match is better. Still not quite where we want it to be, though. Keith Lee had 48, James Storms has 60, and Keith Lee ends up defeating James Storms in 13 minutes. It's a pretty hellacious match, though. I'm surprised that there wasn't a penalty, because I think it was a wild brawl, but ended up working well, playing to their strengths. And afterwards, Bray Wyatt and Dark Candice come out and appear through the darkness and officially challenge Keith Lee. Keith Lee was the only one that kind of didn't back down from Bray Wyatt before, and it seems like now he's going for him, and points to his North American title, setting up a strap match for both of them. Gain some heat for the rise of Keith Lee, and we'll have to see how he has to face, because it seems like next week he'll be fighting Bray Wyatt. And for our main event, that's much better, or much more what we're talking about. Our number one contenders match, John Morrison and Jay Lethal versus Xavier Woods. Had great wrestling and decent reaction from the crowd, but Jay Lethal ultimately defeats Morrison and Xavier Woods by 15 minutes. The major, it's interesting, ended up being defeating John Morrison by pinfall. So I didn't set that up for... Weird. I didn't set that John Morrison should have been the pinfall. It was going to be Xavier, I thought. I guess I didn't put that on there, but Xavier gets distracted by Zack Ryder, who he had his former friend, who he skirted away, basically cost Xavier the match, and Jay Lethal does become number one contender to fight for the NXT title. It's kind of interesting that segment, that setup happened. I don't know how that happened, but ultimately Jay Lethal's going for the NXT title. Bray Wyatt's trying to, I guess, get 2 titles. We increased our popularity in 14 regions. Not bad. Actually, overall, the show went pretty well. Those final 2 segments did well for us overall. We might win again. We will have to see. And I think, oh man, I'm forgetting my booking, but I'm pretty sure Bray has the NXT title as well, right? We have to take a look here. Pretty sure. Oh no, it's vacant. How did it get vacant? Who had it? Luke Gallows. Oh no. Okay. Well. Why? I thought Bray had it. Well. Okay. I guess we should fix that, huh? Well, we have a number one contender, but no one to challenge for it. Oh God. I was starting to think. I was like, wait a second, who is our NXT champion? But it was Luke Gallows. I thought we got rid of... I thought we got the belt off of him. Did we not? Did he just vacate it? And I just totally forgot? Apparently everybody else forgot, too, because no one mentioned it. It shows you the chaos of this booking. Well, I guess Jay Lethal's going to have a match with somebody. I guess we will determine that in the next episode. Shit. I didn't think we screwed that up, but I guess we did. Jay White joins NXT. And let us see what we... Great praise for NXT. We had a 74, a B- with a 2.16 television rating. AEW drawn a lot of fans. Feedback had been great. So we were at, what, 74? All right. I think we beat him. Kenny versus Dustin in a no DQ match was good, but not great enough for us. So we definitely beat AEW, and I think our bar is now promptly on the other side. Yeah, it is. So finally, the momentum has swung. I don't know if AEW is going to be able to beat out our momentum, because I thought we had a kind of a lackluster show here, but we ended up actually kind of taking care of business just a bit. So maybe the secret sauce was Jay Lethal, as I've said many a times to people in the world. Now we do have to spin the wheel. We have one less McMahon on there, so the chances are low, but it's still possible. And no meddling. So we are fine. We are safe for now. Something could always happen later, and AEW might be on the ropes. I'm starting to think. I think we might have the secret sauce here. Now, obviously, we stole the Lucha Brothers from them, which was a little cheaty, but it worked in our favor. But honestly, the main crux of it here has been Bray and utilizing him. And also, Jay Lethal and John Morrison and Xavier Woods. This combo worked well for us. The Fiend is working well for us. The rest of it is fine, but just those combinations seem to be doing a little bit better for us. So they're going to really need to have to find somebody that can really change the playing field for them. And I don't think they're going to be able to do it, but we'll have to see. Anyways, guys, that is it for me today. Thank you all for joining me for our Wednesday Night War. I will see you next time.